Formula 1, che spettacolo!
L'ossigeno che spinge a respirare è una ragione grande come il mare, come il mare.
La tiene bassa!
Tutto quello che ho.
Che magia!
Yes! We did it! Grandissimi!
Hello everyone, welcome to the USA. Lawrence Bandetto lines up on pole for his home race with Dave Cerqueira, Ocampo and Ultra Bro. Tom Leon lines up 5th from Belay Sonic, Thierry Headley, then it's Pablo Sierra, Bravo, Nick Leon, Ivo Gurov, Max Adelaide, versus Theo, UK Ball, Jensen Olsen, Taco Van Horn, Devin Butler, Daniel Castro, Wax Klein, Lam Fong and Bomb 2, Eduardo and Bogdasarov. So here we are in the USA. 5 red lights to start the Grand Prix. And we're on the way. Good start for David Cerqueira as he's looking to reclaim the lead in the Drivers' Championship as the drivers head up the hill in toward the first corner. We all know how chaotic it can be as into the wall goes Cerqueira. As he's now got damage to his car, drivers slowly crawling around this corner now. Eduardo moving over to P19 in the Williams with hard tyres on. Demento now leads by 2 seconds. This is exactly what he needed to be in this championship fight. He's only 37 points off of Ultra, and this is absolutely huge for the American driver. If he can win this race, he could be in possible contention probably for this championship without a doubt. As now it's a 4-second lead. David Cerqueira is an absolute mouse in a straight line. A trolley, a paper bag. Just think of anything slow. He has not got any pace, he has got damage instead. And this lead is huge for the American driver, who will be cheered on by the crowd. As in the final sector, BDS loses half his front wing at the penultimate corner. Unfortunate of him, and also unfortunate for Cerqueira, who's got 0 pace at all. Ocampo will be having to look for the inside line. He's going down the inside of David Cerqueira. There's contact between the two. Cerqueira and BDS on the wrong way around. The McLaren of Nick Leon also the wrong way around. A huge hit into our cameras there. Van Horn's also been hit too. As Castro, he drops back. Nick Leon still trying to get back on track and out of the race goes Davey Cerqueira. And this is the championship slipping away from his fingers. It really is. And look at the lead though for De Benedetto. On lap 2, it is a 4.6 second lead. Absolutely incredible stuff. But obviously you could see when Ocampo was going at that first corner, there would have been contact. You could see by the way they went in. And there was, its result in Cerqueira being out of this race. His championship is now under huge amounts of threat, which is really annoying for him. He will be very worried now, as after this we only have 2 more races to go, and that is Brazil and Abu Dhabi. Of course, Mercedes also have a boost for this race in UK Ball. He makes contact there. It looks like it was with Klein possibly. Carlos Eduardo with P16 absolutely cooking for Williams. Yeah, Ultra and De Benedetto, they are white in the lead. Adelaide out of this race. It's disaster for McLaren. Dragon will see their only... Oh no, they have 2 cars left still. But yeah, to see their highest driver in this race in Cable take P12. This is not going to be good for them in the constructors. Sure that BDS has brought the upgrades for his car this race, and he's all the way down to P20. As VSC's ending UK Ball pits, he's going on to the medium tyre. So De Benedetto continuing to lead the way from Ultra. So who's going to win this race is what we do not know yet. As into the hairpin, we'll soon find out the actual race leading gap. I don't think it's been a good start over De Benedetto, as in the first sector, BDS has hit the wall. So Cable's going to have to slow down there. It's a 2.7 second lead. I don't know what it is, but I think De Benedetto's had an awful restart from the VSC. And as a result, Ultra's able to close in that gap a bit more. Of course, this will be very good for Ultra in the championship. As it stands, it would be a 20-point lead. De Benedetto, though, he is right there. And in the second sector, Olsen and Butler, they collide. The cars wiggling around there as, of course, they hit each other. There's Toro Rosso on Racing Point Violence. Here is De Benedetto and Ultra as they are heading around the first two corners. Of course, they're not at risk of hitting the wall. De Benedetto's tyres are wearing out, Ultra's tyres are wearing out. They are going to start a struggle now as Headley in P3 is going to have to try and defend that from Tom Leon, Sebastian Cavo and Pablo Sierra. Sierra bringing upgrades to Grigorov's car this race. And that is why we're seeing Grigorov do a lot better as Olsen and Butler once again make contact. They seem to be having a bit of a feud going on right now, and that's a bit unfortunate for them. Slam Fong comes in pit lane. He's going from softs to hards. Simple strategy. BDS going on to mediums. He's going on to a 2-stop strategy, see what he can make up. As look at this, so like bro. Ultra is well over 10 seconds ahead of Headley. These guys, assuming they don't crash, have pretty much got P1 and 2 secured, whether it be any of the orders. De Benedetto first, Ultra second, or the other way around. We don't know which way it'll be, and we don't know if that's going to be the finishing order for the top two, so yeah, I can't say anything about that. As down this straight here, De Benedetto set the fast lap of this race. That is perfect for him. Ultra needs the Ultra, though he does need to catch up. If the driver had just set fast lap, you know you've got to do something about it. You need to take that fast lap for yourself to show to them that you are the quicker driver. If you're the quicker driver, then that's really good. With Sierra, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he's the one involved. I don't think he is because of where the cars are. I don't know who was just involved there. As I was just throwing something out there, yellow flags first sector once again. And once again also we won't see. And there's a Haas involved in an incident. I don't know who it is, I think, but it might be Ilan Fong, who knows. Yellow flags, so they were out. BDS there. Now I saw a car that looked to be going slow. I don't know who it is. Nick Leon getting on the grass as well as Damien Castro, Ilan Fong just chilling up there in V15. Castro trying to defend from Taco Van Horn. So of course looks like Castro managed to get an uppercut on the Dutchman. As in the middle sector, spinning around multiple times is Theo. He seems to be stuck as in the hits comes Ultra Bro and Dominic De Benedetto. Now back to Theo. Where's he gone? There he is. He is back on track, but he has got a lot of damage to the Alfa Romeo. So yeah, he's got to repair that. First of all, in the pit lane. And that is obviously not going to be good for him at the moment. In terms of time, he's going to lose a lot of time on this lap. As he's got no pace whatsoever. 30% on tyres and no front wing, which means he has a lack of downforce, and this downforce is stopping him from being able to, speed, get ahead, start a push as he comes at the pits. Slightly held up by Klein. That goal cost him at least a second or two. But he gets up the softs, no issue. Tom Leon now leads this race. Ultra is in P5, being slightly held up by his teammate as it seems. Now to find out he needs to get ahead of Pablo Sierra now, otherwise Ultra can get him. The American driver he's got to defend from the Colombian. He's going down the inside of Sierra's first sector. Something's happened and it's further back. I can't see who it is, but there's still something going on. Is it possibly the McLaren now, Nick Leon? Yes, it is. Nick Leon with damage. As Bedell goes round the penultimate corner, he needs to defend from Ultra, but Ultra on the soft tyres is going to be given an advantage for now, as we're on lap 7 of 14 here. However, Sierra still needs to pit. Thierry Headley has pit, and that's how far back he is. Here he is coming around the final corner. Ultra Pro and Vendetto coming around the third corner right now. So yeah, there is a pretty big difference. Headley sets the fast lap of the race, so for Racing Point in the middle sector though, his teammate Jensen Olsen, who's not had the best of luck this season, he is dropping down to P19. Now, of course, right now, Fong is preparing for the final race of the WEC season. As Dominic Vandell here, he has got Ultra for company. Ultra down the inside, and he takes first place. He now leads the American Grand Prix, and in front of the American fans, he's took the lead. Ultra struggling. There might be contact between the two. Yellow flags in the first sector for Olsen again. 2 wheels. But Olsen, Ultra and Vandell, they definitely made contact. I can tell you that for sure. As in the first sector, yellow flags once again. And it's for Nick Leon. Like how many times is he going to be hitting the wall? Ultra forced to slow down. Of course, by the time the green flags came out, it's just too late for them. Now, Sergio's hopes to be that Ultra can DNF or fall out points. And same thing for Vendetto, because, yeah, as it sounds, Vendetto is looking to be a very key player in this World Championship. Now, yes, there's only 2 rounds to go, but as it stands, it's going to be a very good game for Dominic, as he's going to be gaining a lot of points on his teammate, Sebastian Campo, in the Red Bull fast lap of this race. So, yeah, both are... Oh, never mind, ignore what I'm saying. BDS is out. Despite bringing the upgrades, the car is out the race there, sliding along the barrier. And that is the 3rd retirement of the day. Virtual safety car is deployed. Dominic Vandetto right on Nick Leon, who's going to have to give in. Yeah, this PSC can be crucial for those towards the start for the straight. I don't know if anyone's in the pit, so I think there might be someone. That could possibly be. I know. I actually do not know who it could be. Virtual safety car is deployed though again. And Tom Leon! Oh, the Red Bull driver is out at the hairpin. Now the engine up in smoke, so it looks like there was some sort of mechanical failure going on there. It's resulted in his retirement from the Grand Prix, as Ultra has been struggling to catch up back to the Vendetto. Now all this is helping the Vendetto nurse tyres. Just everyone else really, but Ultra is not going to be able to use that soft tyre performance as much as he would have wanted to. Headley, he's still in this final sector while Ultra crosses the line there. Yeah, the Mercedes and the Ferrari are absolutely flying. Headley on track for a podium at the stands. It would be a 2nd podium of his career for Sport Pesa Racing Point. And he comes into the pit lane, yellow flag in the 3rd sector. It looks like someone possibly went off. Now where I do not know, but what I do know from this is that they are back on track. Geometry Life reference. As Headley leaving the pits on medium tyres, they should take him to the end comfortably. As Cable and Eduardo, they are separated by a very small gap. Cable does start to pull away. Headley does go out the pits in P8. As Bogsarv, track limits warning. Then Butters P11, Benz, Versio, Castro, and Klein. Klein on the medium tyre though. He's serving a penalty and he's going on to more mediums. Bogsarv doing the exact same thing. He's going from medium to soft, but he is serving his penalty. And I don't think Nickeon's going to catch up to any of them guys. In the first sector, Olsen hit the wall again. Demendetto still ahead of Ultra Row. But Demendetto's got to be really careful. He almost makes contact with the Alfa Romeo. But he slides through. Ultra Row does too. How close that was to contact is absolutely crazy. As Ultra Row sides, they are falling off massively. As we're entering the final 5 laps right now. As virtual safety car is out for Ocampo. He's crashed in the Red Bull. And it's that same corner. Once again, where many people have crashed out. 5 retirements this race. As Rich Energy Haas of Lamfong, he must be feeling great up in P6 right now. Now, is he going to pit though? Because his hearts are wearing out, but no, he stays out. He's staying out. Thierry Headley is right behind him though. Thierry Headley though, he definitely needs a good getaway. Does he get that though? As up the hill, I think he has got a good getaway. As Fogg's going to start to struggle. Headley is pushing. He's using the extra grip and the better car power to try and storm ahead of the Haas driver. So yeah, I'm going to stay on board with the man from Barbados who's fighting the Vietnamese driver right in front of him. As currently we have got a battle coming on. Headley is going to go down the inside of Lamfong, no issues at all. He gets the move done cleanly. UK ball on the back of him as well. In the first sector, also hits the wall. I think that's just traditions at this point. As UK ball forced to slow down. As Ultra, he comes in the pit lane. He's going on the mediums. Mendel gets ahead of the Alfa Romeo once again. Now he's really going to have to push this. If Ultra wants to win this race, he needs to push like hell, pretty much. He needs the best outlap he can, because if the Mendel pits, he is looking to drop behind Ultra. So, was this earlier strategy call by Ferrari the key to victory for the Colombian driver? Oh, what is that? That is Grigorov flipping in the air. We only saw him momentarily, but that is a huge hit. And this is exactly what Demendetto would be hoping for. The field is neutralized. He won't be losing as much time now. Of course, the VSC will be ending right now, so you'll be hoping for someone else to crash, probably, by the time he gets into his pit box. As both Alfa Romeos are versatile inclined out there, and they are going to be a bit of a nuisance towards him. As in the first quarter, it's clean there for that driver. I don't know who it is, but Demendetto is coming into the pit lane right now as we speak. And there we go. The Colombian enters the pits as drivers are heading around turn 1 right now. There's a racing point heading around it. It might be Ed Olsen as yellow flags in first sector. Ultra Row coming around the penultimate corner. Demendetto's got his pit stop done, but who's going to be out in front? I think it might be Ultra Row as Demendetto heads down the straight. Ultra Row passes by and he leads the Grand Prix. And this gives Ferrari the lead of the race. And it snatches it away from Demendetto when he needed a win the most. He drops back well over 5 seconds just because of one lap. One lap has made the difference. And Ultra continues to expand this lead. The only way Demendetto will win this race, though, will be for Ultra to have a puncture or retire, something like that. As Fong continues to stay out, he is back up in P6 once again. Now, with only 3 laps to go, can he still secure some points? As in the third sector, who has had an incident? I can't see who it is. It's not Lick Leon somehow. It's Olsen, I think, as he has got damage on the car. Olsen and Lick Leon are the crashers of this race. And in the first sector, there is a Toro Rosso into the wall. It's Devon Butler, the number 71, the British driver, experiencing some damage. Ultra fast lap of this race. As right behind him is Di Benedetto. He will be eager to try and pull ahead, but it's not looking likely at the moment. As Ultra, he is continuing to push for more people. He's going to try and get Daniel Boxarov, who will be getting lapped in moments' time pretty much. As Ultra leads by 5 seconds. It's hopefully no issue for him, but he seems to be getting held up. He's getting held up by the Williams. What's going on there? I do not know. That is a bit peculiar. Boxarov not letting Ultra out of the way there. So Di Benedetto, he's going to be starting to push once again. He gets ahead, no issue. However, he did seem to have to lift off a little bit there. Sierra, he is in P3. Now he seems to have that secured at the moment. He just needs to stay out to the end. However, Thierry Headley is right behind. Headley will be determined to try and get up another place. Now, Eduardo is miles away from Fong, which makes you think Fong is actually going to get this one stop to work out. As around the final corner, Ultra starts the final lap of this race. In the first sector though, Butler hits the wall. Now Ultra's going to speed toward that first corner. He will be determined to get this race win. He gets around that corner cleanly. Same thing for Di Benedetto, who's starting to pull in a tiny amount of time. I don't think it's going to be enough. And for Sierra, I think he might have done enough to get P3. Same for Lam Fong with the points. But for Ultra Bro, if he can get this win, he will lead the championship by 27 points. As the virtual safety car is out, and it is for Olsen, who retires from the race. Di Benedetto, you can see Ultra right in the distance. This might be a bit of a saviour moment for Pablo Sierra, as Thierry Headley is right there. And for Lam Fong, who's going to hold on for longer. He has a chance here of P7, and he's going to go for it. The VSC is ending, and we go green once again. And Ultra, is he struggling at all? Because Di Benedetto, he's right there. These guys are separated by less than a second already. It's been an awful getaway for the Colombian, but I think he's going to hold on. It looks like he will. Ultra just getting it on the track. And for him, he wins the USGP. Extend the championship lead to 27 points. Dominic Di Benedetto finishes second in his own race. It could have so easily been a win if he just pitted, same lap as Ultra Pro. Even a lap before would have worked. And for Pablo Sierra, he is trying to hold on the podium place. It's going to be close though. It's Racing Point on Renault, the 2 R's of the grid. Sierra comes round up and up the corner. Can he hold on? Headley's still pushing. He's going to push to the line, I imagine. But I don't think it's enough. Pablo Sierra gets a podium. And Headley will just miss out on that one. Ravel gets another P5 result this season, with UK Ball getting P6. And Lam Fong, I can't believe it, but it looks like he's done it. He is going to get P7 for Haas. This is a good result heading into the final round of the WEC, which he's really preparing for. He's in good contention for that championship. We'll have to see what happens though for him. As he crosses line P7, Van Horn, he's going to finish P8 in the end of that. Carlos Eduardo, he gets P9. Damien Castro 10th, it's double Hunter Haas. Klein, Nicolau and Box are all lapped in this race. As Devin Butler will finish this one P11 from Verse Theo, who has damage onto his car, but it's P12 nonetheless. And so with that, we have finished this race. Ultra, it's an absolute dream. It's the exact thing he wanted for this race. The championship rival out of the race, and he wins it. Perfect race for the Colombian, as Saracera will be feeling extremely nervous now, with Di Benedetto finishing P2. Well, that is a solid result. It could have so easily been another win in the season for him. As the fans, I'm sure they'll be heartbroken by that, but they'll still be happy to see their driver on the podium Pablo Sierra, though, he finishes P3. Solid result for Mercedes. I mean, for Renault, as they get their second best result of the season. And for that, let's listen to the Colombian national anthem. And with that, Ultra wins the race from Jonathan Benedetto, Pablo Sierra, Thierry Henry, and Revo, UK Ball, Lampfong, Van Horn, Eduardo Castro, Butler Vestio, Klein, Leon, Bogzarov, Olsen, Grigorov, Ocampo, Leon, well, Tom Leon this time, BDS, Mark Sadley, and Sarah Kara, with everyone Olsen and Down being out of the race. We'll see you next time, though, in Brazil, when F1 Classic returns for the penultimate race of the season. See ya.